Hi guys, welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesigntechtips.com. No, you're not seeing a bit of deja vu. This is the little scrolling site we built the other day with our little sections coming up here. Somebody put a little question on there. Can we put a little bouncing icon at the bottom just to let them know they can scroll down? Yeah, you can do that really easy. That's what I've done on these pages over here. Got a little icon there. It's animated, so it's going to jiggle up and down every couple of seconds. If we roll down, got one on the bottom of this section too. Same here. And keeps going down. On the bottom one, I just put one back to the top there. Now, I haven't put links on these. I tried putting links on these, and it will ruin the scroll effect. For instance, if I click on this one, it scrolls straight to that section below. If you want to do that, that's fine, but it kind of negates our little scroll effect that we've got going on here. So I'd recommend not putting links there. When we get to the bottom one, I've got a little back to the top button. That seems to work absolutely fine. This is really easy to do. I'm recycling a bit of code that I did a few videos ago to make this jiggle. And we're just using a bit of absolute positioning to position it over the sections that we want to right here. Really easy to do, so let's get started. I'm going to go to the demo page I created before with 3 sections in it. Let's enable the Visual Builder. Once enabled, as we got this section sort of slightly offset, I'm not going to be able to get to its little blue panel to get inside it. So I'm going to go to back-end mode or wireframe view, hit the little purple button, little icon on the left-hand side right there. Takes us to back-end mode. Here are our sections, the blue. Inside we got the rows, the green, and the modules, the dark. In our top one right here, I'm just going to add a new row at the bottom. Going to make it a single column, and don't worry, it's not going to make it any difference because we've got these to 100 viewable height, so we can put this here without messing up the design quite easily. Inside my row, I'm going to use an icon module, funnily enough. And choose whatever icon you want. I'm just going to use that little down arrow right there. Okay, well, let's flip back to desktop now and see if we can find this thing. We're in our top section. It's down below, but if I scroll, we got that one coming up. I'm going to go to my design here, make sure it's a color that we can see, and make it white. I'm going to make mine, I don't know, 50 pixels, whatever you want to make yours, obviously. Now I'm going to go over to advanced and positioning. I'm going to change it from default to absolute. It's going to bring up this little matrix. Let's put it on the bottom here. Let's move it up with a bit of vertical. There it is right there. Perfect. Place it where you want it. Somewhere around there. I know we've got a little purple button in the way, but that won't be there on the front end. When you're happy with it, we'll just click save. Now what I'm going to do, so if we go to our theme options here, dashboard, down to Divi Theme Options, you're probably not going to have it in here unless you watch the video where I did this. I've got some jiggles here, which is just jiggling it right and left every couple of seconds. The original was 4. I've taken this down to 2. So all I have to do to make that icon jiggle around is just copy this class name here, Jiggle without the dot. And I'll put this code down below. All you need to do is go down to your dashboard here, to Divi. Make sure on the first tab, the General tab, roll down. You'll see this custom CSS panel. Just paste this code in here, and you can do exactly what I'm doing. Like I say, I'm just taking the class name with Jiggle without the dot. We can go back to our page now. Let's go back to wireframe mode. Here's our icon. I'm going to go in there to the advanced CSS IDs and classes. Make sure you put this in the class name and not the ID. Put it in the ID, it's not going to work. Jiggle. There we go. Now if I flip back, every couple of seconds you can see that little icon's just jiggling around. And if I go back here, if you want to make it jiggle more, just up these values here. If you want to make it faster, make that smaller number up there. If you want to make it slower, make that a larger number up there. Once you change anything, make sure you hit the save changes. And it's the same for when you paste it in there initially. Make sure you hit your save changes until you see that little cursor right there. Great. Well, now we've got that really easy to duplicate. I'm sure some of you are ahead of me on this one. I'm going to go to wireframe view again. There's my little icon. I'm going to hit the two little squares to duplicate it. Going to drag it down to the bottom of the next section. Guess what? Exactly the same thing again. Two little squares to duplicate. Plump it on the bottom of the next section. Now I've only got 3 sections on this. So this last one, I'm going to go into the icon. I'm going to flip it for an up arrow. That's entirely up to you, or you can just leave it off there completely at the bottom. Once we're happy, just need to save draft. We'll exit the visual builder. There's our first one. We got that little icon jiggling at the bottom there. That's going to get their attention, so they know to roll down. Same thing on our next one. We'll start jiggling around every couple of seconds. And on the last one, we've got an up arrow. Like I say, there's no link on that, but we've got a back to the top button here. Take it straight back to the top. And obviously, if you've got more sections, just rinse and repeat. And style that icon how you want. I've got it pretty prominent there being white, but you could blend it into the background with a bit of opacity if you wanted to, or use a color that's going to work for you. But that is how to add a little jiggling icon to each of these sections. That was a good question, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of that when I initially built this site. That's why I enjoy your comments down below. They give me ideas for new videos. Sometimes I need it. So there we go. There's your nice little scrolling site. I'll also put this original video link down below this video for anybody who wants to build these. I didn't build them from scratch again in this video. Just wanted to show you how to add the icon. And also, don't forget, this code will be down below. Just grab all of it from the dot before the Jiggle class name up there to the bottom there. Or of course, write your own. CSS is a wonderful thing to learn. I've got loads of animations out there on my simple CSS playlist. So take a look at that, choose a different one if you want to. Or I say, once you've pasted it in there, just make sure you save your changes. If you don't do this, this will not work. So there we have it, guys. I hope that's answered that question today. There's how to add your little jiggly icon over the little one-page scroller that we built the other day. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. Like I say, if you've got any questions, pop them down below. It really does help me out sometimes in deciding what to do with the videos. Once again, this has been Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. If you've enjoyed this today, please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. Plenty more coming up. As you can see from yesterday's video, when Divi 5 is stable, we'll be doing a lot more videos on that. We do a few every now and again. It's getting closer and closer every day, and it's going to be really exciting when it comes out. So do stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.